Hey guys, it's me Jayla back again for another video, and today we'll be finally I'm back to doing What If Deku Was an Android Part 2. Last time we left off, 17 and 18 killed Jiro, and Izuku found Android 16 and introduces him to 17 and 18. When 17 and 18 meet the silent android, they ask him what are his prime directives. 16 explains Jiro didn't have enough time to program his commands. So, what 17, 18, Jiro, and Izuku tells them are his prime directives. Android 17 and 18 tell 16 to keep Izuku safe and help him train to become a hero. 16 nods yes to her and asks, "Where is Dr. Jiro?" She tells him he's dead. Izuku hears this and asks, "How did Jiro die?" The androids realize they have to lie to Deku, our hillbilly sad. So the twins tell him he fell out of the cave and show him the pieces of Jiro. Izuku is sad at first, but then realizes he can fulfill Jiro's life goal, which he thinks is to become a hero. So he asks 16 to tell him what powers did Jiro give him. 16 says you have ki control, which basically means you can shoot ki out of your hands, like energy waves, like stuff like that basically. And some other stuff I'll explain later. Flight, which means you can fly. Superhuman strength and defense, which means you basically have you're way stronger than a normal human being. And defense, but basically you could take a bullet to the face and you wouldn't really be stunned at all. Heightened senses, a shield that surrounds your body, basically a barrier like Android 17's barrier. It can shield you from like explosions and physical damage you would usually be hurt by, even if you have human strength and defense. And enhanced learning, which basically means if Izuku sees something, he can learn it easily if he wants to. So Izuku asks the androids, can they help them train? So, sorry if my voice is a bit quiet. For the last 3 weeks, Izuku has been learning to use his powers and use his enhanced learning powers to learn different fight styles from tapes Jiro left him. Deku has basically mastered ki control and can make other weapons and stuff like that. So yeah. So during the 3 weeks of training, Izuku asked to go into the city to buy more food and more tapes so he can learn more. 18 tells Izuku he hasn't mastered flying, so the gang will go together. The androids and Izuku fly to the city. The gang agrees to split up and buy what they need. 17 and 18 go to buy new clothes, and 16 and Izuku buy food. During their walk, 16 finds a bird and takes a liking to it. So Izuku takes 16 to a pet shop and buys him a bird, some bird food, and a bird cage. When 16 and Izuku walk out, Izuku uses heightened senses. Izuku sees a fire and then uses heightened senses and sees a boy in the fire with a goo monster. He tells 16 to stay here and runs into the fire. When he makes it in, he hears the boy asking for help, and Izuku activates his shield and punches the goo monster. Then his barrier basically goes around, crushing the goo monster until he's really little. And a mini shield. All Might appears and asks, "Where's the monster?" Izuku says he used his quirk to capture the goo monster and shows the monster to All Might. All Might is surprised and looks closer at Izuku and realizes that this kid is Izuku Midoriya. He grabs the shield and puts it in his pocket and asks Izuku, "Where have you been since the funeral?" The kid Izuku saved is Katsu Bakugo. At first he doesn't recognize Izuku, but when All Might said Izuku, he was shocked that one of his oldest friends was still alive. Sorry if my voice is bad. I can't go this much louder than this. Izuku tells All Might where he has been and who is looking after him. Bakugo hears what happens and decides to pull Izuku away from All Might to ask, "Do you remember me?" If you're wondering why Bakugo wants to be friends, before Bakugo knew Izuku didn't have a quirk, he and Izuku were friends. So yeah, Izuku has some of his memories, but lost most of them. Jiro basically kept the important ones, like Enko dying and some of his Bako memories. So Izuku says he remembers him some memories with Bako and says yes. Then runs off to find 16. All Might runs immediately after him and Bako follows. Okay guys, I know that was short, but that's all for part 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want me to make like longer videos, like if you guys want me to make these longer or shorter, just tell me. And if you guys want to watch the anime I'm doing this, What If All, it's basically called What If, sorry, not What If, My Hero Academia. It's a good show, I've seen it. It's really good. And if you want to learn more about androids, I can make a whole video about androids telling you each one's power. So, yeah, that's all for today's video. Bye.